What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing good, hanging in there, doing the best that you can. I came across this video and I wanted to review it with you wonderful people. Love all my subscribers. Not just saying that either. You have no idea. Makes me feel so good. Coming from a very lonely guy. Anyways, in this video, 8 behaviors of female insecurity that turn men off. So, to all you females, pay attention. Don't let it go in one ear and out the other. Block this ear, or block whatever one. And this ear stays. Listen, and listen good.
Today, I'll be teaching you 8 behaviors of female insecurity that turn men off. Now, before I begin, let me clarify that when it comes to attraction, 99% of men focus on physical attraction first, meaning they concentrate on what they see initially and don't pay much attention to your insecure behaviors. But as time passes, he'll slowly notice these. And that's when you see a guy starts ignoring you, pulling away, acting distant, and ultimately exits the relationship. My name is Ismael Gomez. I'm a coach, writer, and speaker. And I'm here to tell you ladies that if you want to build a lasting relationship,
he's legit. So to any of you females who say that I find stuff that isn't true or it's probably made up, this is a coach, this is a speaker. He does this for a living. Okay? Okay? So listen up.
Relationship with a mature man, pay attention to these 8 behaviors that I'll mention. By learning to avoid them, you can become your most confident self who attracts love rather than chases it. Okay? So let's begin. The first turn-off is a constant need for reassurance. Imagine you're going out with a man and you keep asking him if he likes you, if you look okay, or if you said something wrong. It can feel nice to get reassurance from someone that you're into, but if you ask all the time, it can make a man feel like he has to walk on eggshells. He starts thinking that he doesn't want to say the wrong thing. He doesn't want to accidentally hurt your feelings, so frustration begins to build slowly within him. Every interaction becomes tight and uncomfortable, and before you know it, he doesn't find joy being around you anymore. People who constantly seek reassurance may create stress in relationships
because
they become obsessed with external validation.
It's like a
Meaning,
job.
when you're constantly looking for your partner to make you feel better, like I said, he will start to feel pressured and overwhelmed by the responsibility of managing your emotions.
So much stress.
Step into Week Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises. Kick off projects.
Number 2, overanalyzing every interaction. Are you the type of woman to endlessly reread a text message, always trying to find the meaning behind every single word? I see this pattern in many of my clients, like, Ismael, I sent him a message at 8 p.m. and he replied next morning. Does that mean that he's mad at me? Does he like someone else now? And ladies, let me tell you that I'm an overthinker myself. That's why I always take certain steps to avoid confusion. For example, I suggest you never have an important conversation through text. If you feel certain tension or things
I've been saying that for like a long time. I hate people. I despise you. I don't care who you are. If you are dating someone and you break up with them over a text message, you're scum. You're a bitch. You're a jerk. You're a douchebag. It's just like, I don't know. Back in my day, I'm 45. Before the internet, before text messages, you had to break up with someone in person. But as far as like having serious conversations, especially Generation Z, it's just like important conversations need to be face to face. I can't because of my anxiety, and you know, I suffer from anxiety, have for years, but I still had important conversations with people face to face.
Escalating, try to speak to him face to face or at least on a phone call. Because I see some of you, okay, especially the younger generations, sending long paragraphs, infinite messages to a man, trying to solve an argument through plain text, which can always lead to misunderstandings and miscommunication that would only weaken your connection with him. Number 3, you're too easily influenced. Let's say that your man mentions that he finds tattoos extremely attractive on a woman. Do you go and try to find a tattoo artist so you can get one that he will like? Like if he says that he hates country music, do you go on Spotify and delete your whole playlist so he doesn't see it? I hope not, because a strong woman has her own opinions and interests. Being too easily swayed can make you seem unsure of yourself, and if you're not careful, you'll find yourself bending over backwards, desperate for his approval.
No one should change their... if you're a woman, if you're a female who does that, I like a girl with tattoos, and you get a tattoo, if you like country music and he doesn't, and you delete your whole, what is it, playlist? Is that like on one of those Apple phones or iPhones or whatever? You should never have to change who you are. Especially if the guy asked you to do all this stuff. If he asks you to basically change who you are, dump his ass. But there's women out there who stay in abusive relationships, so most women are hopeless. Not all, but 80%. You should love who you are.
Over backwards, desperate for his approval. Love what you love, be who you are, and don't be afraid to have your own ideas and tastes. Otherwise, you'll become replaceable. Number 4, putting yourself down. Maybe you say things like, I'm not that smart, why do you want me, I'm not even your type. This is poison to a relationship and damaging to your self-esteem. Most times if a man cares about you, he will try to make you feel better, right? But think about this. Every time that you engage in this negative self-talk, it's like you drop a 50-pound weight on the floor and he has to pick it up to boost your confidence. If you keep putting yourself down constantly, it will get to the point where he feels that his words are a waste of time because you always go back to the same thoughts. So he stops telling you nice things, you start resenting him because he doesn't compliment you the same way anymore, and now you slowly start disliking being around each other. Number 5.
If you put yourself down, and I've met girls like that, you need therapy. You need therapy. It's just like, why do you keep putting yourself down? Why are you saying that? Oh my gosh. Undateable. Go to therapy. I don't say that, but I think it to myself. Being competitive with other women. Now that's something that I hear all the time. That women try and one-up each other. They have to look better than other women. Stuff like that. It's like I could care. Most guys are like this. They could care less what another guy looks like. If he's more handsome than me, he's more handsome than me. If he dresses better than me, he dresses better than me. Hell, I like to wear sweatpants and sweatshirts. Being competitive with other women.
5. Being competitive with other women. If you're constantly criticizing other women and being competitive with them, you're conditioning your man to compare you against these women instead of focusing solely on you. And I know that most of you will say, nah, Ismail, I don't ever compete with other women, but there are many ways when you do this unconsciously. I remember in college, there was this TV show that I liked, okay, and the main actress was quite attractive. And my girlfriend at the time would always criticize her character, like she was not smart, like she always made the dumbest mistakes, but deep down, I knew that she was low-key jealous of the actress. And you know what happened? I stopped watching the show with her because I wanted us to enjoy spending time together, and appreciate the story, but her negative energy towards the actress made it unwatchable for me.
Good thing she's an ex.
Monday CRM has the best AI features in the game.
Especially in sales.
Hands down.
So for me,
A TV show. You're watching a TV show and she's putting
Number
down
6,
the actress.
you rely too heavily on your sexuality. Whenever a man is pulling away, or there's certain problems in the relationship, your first instinct shouldn't be to use your sexuality to seduce him, to bring him back. I've seen women become so desperate out of fear of losing a guy that they start sending naked selfies, they drive to his place to sleep with him, and what this behavior does is devalue you in his eyes. I remember this client that was going through a breakup once, okay? And she was trying to get her ex back. And when she showed me her Instagram, her last 10 posts were all like pictures of her in a bikini, posing seductively by the pool or the beach. And let me tell you that when you engage in behaviors like this, okay, what you're demonstrating is that you believe that your worth as a woman is solely based on your looks, which can be deeply unattractive to men
like a
who are looking for
whore.
a meaningful long-term connection.
Anytime I see that stuff, and I see it a lot, I'm like, undateable. She's a whore. If she's dressing like a slut on social media, what's she like in real outside social media? Because on social media, thousands of people can see, unless you have it on private, and it's so weird. I've noticed that the women who I know who aren't slutty or post sexy, they have their Instagram on private. But as far as girls who dress slutty and post sexy, very inappropriate type pics on their Instagram profile, or whatever you want to call it. It's public. It's public. Because they want all these guys to see how hot they are. They want to get a bunch of followers. But if you're trying to... If I was some guy and my ex was trying to get me back, I wouldn't want to see her. If I seen her posting these pics on her Instagram or whatever, what else? TikTok, Facebook, I would be more withdrawn, like not wanting to get back with her. She's turned into kind of slutty since we broke up. I don't want to be with her anymore. Well, we're not together anymore, but I definitely don't want to be with her anymore, ever again. Number 7, you hate spontaneity. I know that word and what it means.
7, you hate spontaneity. I see so many of you ladies get anxious when plans change. So you spend hours, even days, planning out every single detail about a date, about an event, refusing to leave anything to chance. This screams insecurity, okay, and a fear of showing up your authentic self. Women that fall into this trap are terrified of losing control. Understand that men usually have heavily structured lives, okay, so you're the one who can offer him an escape, a sense of freedom and adventure, helping to strengthen your bond and create lasting memories together. And final, number 8, pretending to be someone you're not. This is my personal pet peeve, okay? Say what you mean and mean what you say, because honesty is the only way to build a relationship that lasts. If you're sad, don't pretend to be happy. If you don't like a joke, don't laugh at it, even if your man was the one who told it. And never fake your interest on a topic or activity just to appease a man. I remember this time that I went out on a date, okay, with a girl, and my first impression was that she was quite materialistic, and she only cared about superficial things like money and status. But what I realized as I kept talking to her is that she was so damn honest about it. She didn't hide her intentions. Like, she explicitly said, hey, these are the things that I like, and this is what I'm looking for in a man. And even though we were not compatible in many ways, I really admired the way that she carried herself, because let me tell you, in the past I had experienced women who pretended to be all, spiritual and minimalistic, only to later find out that she was the complete opposite. And as a result, both of us were completely unhappy because she was pretending to be someone that she was not, instead of embracing her true colors. Alright ladies, now that you understand the 8 behaviors of female insecurity that turn men off, you can slowly start working towards breaking those bad habits and building better ones.
I don't have respect for anyone. If I wanted a first date and she said, I like money and I like fancy things, I'm not gonna be like, well, you know what? At least she's honest about it. I would probably get up and walk away. Or if we've already ordered, I would probably walk to our waiter. And say, separate checks. This was a complete waste of time, so separate checks please, thank you. And she would probably start recording me on her phone, like so. You've seen the videos of females recording guys who said they want to split the bill or only pay for what they ordered and have the female pay for what she ordered because the female was just acting probably like a gold digger, or a bitch, capital letters. So hopefully you females, this is a professional, so don't leave me any stupid comments saying, oh, you just go looking for stuff that's probably fake. You're probably the same people that voted for Trump and support Trump and are like, oh, fake news, fake news, fake news. Was that even a term before Trump ran for president and won 2016? Was that even a thing? I never. But the thing is, fake news, that's what Fox News is. And that's what people, it's the #1 news network. I'm not getting into that. Anyways, to you women who think I make up stuff or I just go looking for stuff that's fake, I find this stuff that's on YouTube channels that have like over 1 million subscribers and have thousands of videos. Plus, it's not just that. I do my research. Over the last like 3 or 4 years, I've done so much research and surveys and reading stories from like the New York Times or stuff that, you know, is pretty popular and well known. I'm someone who doesn't make up stuff. I tell it how it is. I can't stand these people who has like a celebrity get arrested and kind of like O.J. Simpson back in the day. I remember being 13 in 1993 when he went to trial. So many black people were like, he's innocent. He's innocent. This is a race thing. And it's just like, there's so much evidence pointing at him. If I was black, I would be like, hi, how you doing? He's guilty. He's guilty. I call it how it is. I don't play favorites. I don't care who the person is. I don't play favorites. If I had a family member who was on trial for murder and the evidence pointed, I wouldn't be defending them, you know, saying, oh, my cousin's not guilty. I would be like, I probably would keep it to myself, but I call it down the middle. You can trust me, I don't play favorites. Anyways, hope you women listened, watch it over. He is a coach, he is a speaker, he is a professional. And these will help you in relationships. What he said. Don't you want to have healthier relationships? Anyways, I'm gonna go. And like always and forever, I always have said this at the end of every video. Unless I just got done watching a video, which I'm shocked at, and I just can't. That's happened a few times where it's just like I can't even speak. I gotta go. Anyways, like always and forever, to all of you, take care, be safe, peace. Take these to heart. Please, all you females. Bye.